and welcome to this episode of Catching Up with Yoseka Stationery. So casual. I'm just kidding. I am hosting by myself today. It is a very special episode of Catching Up because we are actually here at a spacewalk with Tono and Lims. For those of you who don't know, we've been planning this event with Tono and Lims for the last few months, and we're really excited that the day is finally here. And I thought that it would be a wonderful opportunity to do, instead of like our normal Catching Up episode, sort of do a little walkthrough tour and show you what it's like inside this event. So I'm excited to do that. And if you don't know what the event is, I'll give you a little recap. Tono and Lims is a Japanese and Korean fountain pen ink company that is very popular in Japan, and they host all of these events across Japan called a spacewalk. They do multiple times a year all across Japan, and the founders Tono and Lim are personally there for each event. They work with lots of different small stationery stores in Japan, glass pen artists, and lots of other brands in Japan, stationery brands, to bring to life these spacewalk events where people can come, swatch their inks, try out glass pens, and just kind of like see what the fountain pen ink community is all about in Japan. And those are really popular in Japan. So for the first time ever, that is happening here in the United States, in New York, at Yoseka, July 26th to July 29th. And by the time you're seeing this, if you're hearing about it for the first time, it's probably going to be over. But I'm really happy to announce that we probably are going to do it again with them sometime next year because this event has been so much fun and so successful. One other really cool thing is that this event is inside Yoseka's new event space. The address is 58 West Street. It's right over here. And it's actually across the street from our shop, Yoseka, at 63 West Street. You can kind of tell that Neil and I don't have a lot of time to look for spaces because it's like our shop is right there, our event space is right here, and you know what? Stationery Fest was right there last year. So if we ever do anything, you can pretty much guess that it'll be in Brooklyn and it'll be around us. But anyway, this is our new event space. It's under construction, and we didn't quite finish construction in time for the event. So it is half done. We had to pause construction to start a spacewalk, and it'll continue again after Tono and Lim go. But let's take a look inside. So I'll start right here. These are a lot of our event exclusives that we made with Tono and Lims. These are 4 inks that we made with them. This is Yoseka Moss. This is Brooklyn Haze. This is Echo of Eucalyptus, which is a scented ink that has the green color of eucalyptus, inspired by the essential oil diffusers that we use in store. And this is Scent of Lavender, which is the same thing. We use lavender all the time in our diffuser in stores. So if you've ever been to our store and you smell something good, it's because of these 2 scents. We have stamps like this. So Tono and Lim's sort of mascot is this bear, and then they made a Yoseka version of the bear with a Yoseka apron. So this has been all over. We've been posting this because I'm just obsessed. This is a memo pad called Wandering Around Yoseka that we made to commemorate the event. And of course, how could I forget? Last but not least, this is the plush bear that they sent to me as a gift, and I just kind of briefly showed it on Instagram, and everybody went crazy, so I knew I had to make these for the event. So we made 100 of them, and they're pretty much all sold out. I don't know, let us know in the comments if you would want to order one, because they are really cute, but yeah, I don't know. Would you wear your love for Yoseka on your bag as a charm or something? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, let's come in. The first station is Idea Switch. Idea Switch is a stationery shop owned by Moemi, who's here, but she's helping someone in the back with some inks, and I'll go find her and say hi later. But she's from Japan, she's Japanese, and she speaks very little English, so I think she might be a little camera shy anyway. But Moemi has been having her shop for 10 years from Fukuoka, which is the south of Japan, and she participates in a lot of spacewalk events that are hosted within Japan. And this is really exciting because she's here in New York with Tono and Lims. And she was running actually these really cute pen pouch customizations where you can pick from all of these different iron-on designs like this, a Spacewalk 2025 Summer New York with Yoseka, or obviously the little Yoseka Tono and Lim's bear, or this one. So like everybody has their own bear, and this is Lim, and that's Lim's son. And this is actually Bechori, who is a calligrapher who's also doing workshops here, and that's his nib. That's his monoline brouse ornament nib, if you guys didn't know. So you can pick any of these, iron it on a pen pouch like this. And these have been really popular, and I think she's sold out at this point, but this is something fun that she was doing at the event, which I just like died about. And then I asked Moemi what she would like me to introduce the most to you all, and she mentioned these inks. So I'm just gonna show you all swatches of these inks if you wanna pan over here. So these are Idea Switch's Tono and Lim's collaboration inks. And I saw this one. It's like super sheening. You can see it's really pretty. It's called Say Hello to Fukuoka, Uminaka Spring. So all of these inks are so gorgeous. These ones on this end are shimmer inks, and the ones from before are not shimmer inks. But she wanted me to talk specifically about this one. It's called See You in the Moonlight, and it's there's a description of it here, but basically it is made to commemorate Moemi's late dog Komugi, who crossed the Rainbow Bridge 2 years ago, and the label of the ink has a picture of Komugi on it. So I thought that was really sweet, and she wanted me to share that with you all. So yeah, Moemi's really sweet. She's been helping out with the event, and if you're ever in Japan, go check out Idea Switch in Fukuoka. And if you love any of these inks, she did tell me that her online shop is available. So I don't know, check that out. Then we have here, this sort of little cabinet here is where we have on display a lot of our event exclusives. So those bears that we were talking about, the stamps that we were talking about, and something that I think is really cool is the Tono and Lim's book. This Tono and Lim's book, it's called 806 Colors, and it actually has all of the Tono and Lim standard colors that they've ever made in it with like information about each one. So yeah, it's really cute. Where else should we go? Let's see. Let's go here since Tono and Lim are available at the moment. So everybody, I think this is amazing, okay? This is Lim. Lim, if you want to say hi to everybody on the camera. Hi.
Hi, hello. This is Lim.
And then this is Tono. Tono, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
That's the microphone.
The microphone. But my voice is big, so maybe not needed.
So that's Tono and that's Lim. Lim does the ink lab for Tono and Lim's, and he's the one who's like mixing all of the colors, and that's what the bottles are here. So part of the Spacewalk event is basically people have made reservations beforehand to sign up and make their custom color of ink. So the idea is you bring a reference color to Lim and he will make it, and he's really a scientist about it. He has a scale, and yeah, it's really not easy. He adds all these agents to it and is really, really good at like pinpointing the color. And once you approve the color of ink, what you do then is you have an option to add shimmer to it. So that's what Tono is doing here. If you want to take a look.
This is Shimmer bar.
This is here.
Yeah, this is Shimmer bar. She choose one color for her, base color, and now the swatching to check the color. Actually, her color is so nice. This is base color, right?
Yeah. Yes, the base.
And then she added the number 13, white base, but the green coming.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, then the result here, so gorgeous. You can see.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
I love it's called Chaos Crystal Green.
You can buy the color ink.
Thank you. That's such a pretty color of ink. Thanks for showing us your ink. Thank you. The idea of Shimmer Bar is you can choose from any of these different shimmers, like all of these different shimmer particles, and add it to any bottle of Tono and Lim's ink. It's actually free. It's at no additional cost. So that's really cool. I think it's cool because if you add shimmer to an ink color, it really changes the overall look of an ink. So you can add like different kinds of shimmer to the same base and it would appear different. Tono and Lim's are really happy to be here. We're so excited that they're here. They're a little bit jet lagged because they just got here like 2 days ago. You're okay? You're okay now? Okay. It's a little, so a little bit hot. They're excited to be able to come back next year as well. So next year, we don't know when exactly, maybe at Stationery Fest, maybe outside of Stationery Fest, but we are gonna work together again to make this event happen again. And after this, actually, well, Tono, you're heading back to Japan for a spacewalk, right? But Lim, where are you going after this?
I'm going to DC. Yeah, Washington DC for attending DC Pen Show.
Yeah. So actually, if you guys didn't get a chance to catch Tono and Lim's here at Yoseka, they'll also be going to the DC Pen Show, or Lim is going to the DC Pen Show. They're really working hard, so so show some support. If you see them at DC Pen Show, be sure to say hi, okay? Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye. And then I guess this corner of a spacewalk is basically the heart of a spacewalk events. What's really special about a spacewalk essentially is that there is a collection of inks called a spacewalk limited edition inks. It's about 80 colors, and these inks are only available at a spacewalk events. And so these inks are here. We've sampled one of each bottle for swatching, and then on top of that, there are an additional 120 bottles of ink on top of that are collaboration inks made with different artists, glass pen artists, different shops in Japan that we've added that are also usually only sold in those shops or with those glass pen artists, but we have them for the event just because I thought that would be really cool. So all of those are open bottles, and there's lots of swatching going on. So Maylene is here actually swatching. How many colors have you swatched?
I don't know. All of these.
Okay.
I wish I knew before, like you can come and sample it. I think that's a great way that you can try all these inks. I'm not doing a promotion, but it's really good. And of course, I find an ink that there's no more, but it has this nice shimmer to it.
Which one is it? C?
C.
So we have 5 more bottles of all the C inks that we'll probably list online, but give us some time.
Yeah.
Give us some time.
And what I found out from a fellow fan here is that there is a swatch book that has the little bears on it. And so if you get the book, and you can be really organized about it and have it. And if you already have like a glass pen, I think that's a great way to swatch it. Like I was unprepared, so I'm using, the little Q-tips, but it still works. But if you want to get a little more refined in your swatching, I think this is a great thing.
I think this looks great.
For doing this, I'm really excited about it.
Yay! Thanks for coming, Maylene.
No problem.
Okay, I'll let you
Thank you,
swatch.
guys.
I'll let you swatch. So you can see here, this is like our swatching station. Obviously, people have been having a lot of fun here, clearly. And then here on this table, I'm looking for a good way to call this, but it's like a community swatch guide, like a crowdsourced swatch guide. The idea is I've numbered the different grids, and people can help us swatch that ink so that people can see reference colors for the different inks and what's available. And then last but not least, this is something I'm really passionate about for a spacewalk. So I wanted to be sure to show you all a really, really, really big part of the Tono and Lim's community uses glass pens in Japan, and there are a number of glass pen artists in Japan that are really well known, well established. For those of you who don't know, glass pens are made by glass artists who design the pens, and then they also blow the glass to make the pens. So each one of these pens takes a long, long time to make, and at first we weren't going to have any glass pens at the event because these glass pen artists are basically working around the clock on what they're already working on with like events and their own like managing their own shops. But due to Tono's relationship with all of the different glass pen artists, they agreed to make just like some of them 5, some of them 3, some of them 10 pens to send to us for the event, which I was super stoked about. And yeah, I'm excited to show you all and talk about some of the different brands. So here are some of them. These 2 pens are from Luke, L-U-C, and Luke makes these sort of very fantastical wand-like glass dip pens like this. And yeah, they're really beautiful, and they tend to have like these bulbous nibs. So these are from Luke. Then these on this tray here are HASE, and I was actually talking to Bechori about HASE. That's his favorite glass pen company, and they have these kind of like very characteristic ripples across their bodies, but sometimes they also do these stripes too. You can see the nib shape of this is quite different from the rounder one from the Luke. And according to Bechori, this is his favorite because he actually uses it horizontally to swatch inks, and he says that's really, really convenient as well. And then it obviously writes on the tip as well. So that's HASE. Then we also have pens from Isana, who is an artist that I swear I would love to meet her one day. This is her business card. So her name is Isae Aoi, and she has made us the most whimsical, fun little glass items. She made us these pens. This one is supposed to be like a strawberry, you can see. But she also made us Yoseka bear muddlers, and I'll put a picture of them here because those went really quickly. Maybe I can get her to make some more for us, but I'm not sure because these glass pen artists are really like so busy. But yeah, anyway, that was really cute. Isana, I want to meet you one day because I think you're possibly my favorite person in the world right now. But yeah, thank you. And then there is this pen too by Hirayama. This is supposed to be like apples on the grip here along the body. And this nib is actually curved. So you can see here it's curved, and this is quite nice for swatching as well. Then we have these pens here are by Shoko Yamazaki, and all of Shoko's pens that they sent us are very similar in the silhouette, but they have different sort of like swirls to them. And if you pick one up, it's really, really spectacular and beautiful. This one almost looks like ice or something, and it's a square-shaped barrel. So, yeah. So these are Shoko. And then there is this pen here. This pen is by Tessar, and it's called Wizard. So I don't know if you can tell in my hand, it's a giant pen. Compared to some of these other pens, it's really quite large. But Tessar is a glass pen company. They really make these sort of fairy-like, wand-like glass pens that I asked Takashi, I said, do people really write with these pens? And he told me yes, like these are definitely writable, but the truth is a lot of like the people who collect glass pens, they will collect this one and put it in a showcase or something for display because it's so large and it's very ornate, but it's really a work of art. And I have a story to tell about this pen because it's very moving. Actually, this pen is already sold, and it is sold to a customer. I'm not going to say her name, but she's Japanese, and she actually flew all the way from Japan to be here for the event. She's a friend of Tono's, and she has been to every single Spacewalk event, and I think there have been more than 20 or 30 of them, and they've been doing them since 2022. So she's been to every single Spacewalk event. She came here. She got a ton of our event exclusives because she wanted to commemorate that she was here. She got stuff for other friends who also wanted to be here because they love a spacewalk. She got this pen because she knows Tessar, the artist behind Tessar, wanted to support. And then she said, please don't give me this pen right now. I'm gonna cry. She said, please don't give me this pen right now. Put it on display so that everyone can see it, so that they can see Tessar's work. So I just thought that was very beautiful. Anyway, it just emotional moment for me. Give me 1 minute. Anyway, I thought that was so cool, and like I've never had anything like that experience before. It was really great to meet her, and it just kind of like goes to show the culture behind these spacewalk events and the amazing following that Tono and Lims has really built in the Japanese fountain pen community, the ink community there. They really, really love Tono and Lims there, and with reason. They're like, these guys are really good at making a fun event. Anyway, I think I've shown you every part of the event. Let's head back out. I'm hot. Oh, and this is Moemi from Idea Switch. She's the owner of Idea Switch. Moemi, please say hi.
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 Hello.
I already introduced your inks. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and Neil just reminded me, we also have Bechori. He's a monoline calligraphy workshop instructor, and he's written several books on monoline calligraphy, dip pen. He uses dip pens, he uses fountain pen ink in his calligraphy, which is kind of what makes him stand out from like other types of calligraphy, which there's a lot of. But his work is really cool. He teaches workshops year round, and he's here. He's right upstairs in the building. He's in 67 West, and he's right upstairs teaching workshops. He's teaching 6 of them, and we're really stoked to have him here. Anyway, I think I have shown you everything about the event. So if you didn't come, you didn't miss a thing. So don't worry about it. You feel like you were here now. If you're curious about this, we do want to host this again with Tono and Lims next year. We will be hosting more events in our event space, not just this. We have at least this event space out till the end of the year. So be on the lookout for lots of exciting event announcements. For anybody who didn't get to make it and they are interested in some of the items that I showed, we'll be doing our best to like put them online afterwards. So stay tuned on the website for those. These glass pens are really popular, super rare, so I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't a lot of them left. We only got a few of them to begin with. I, for one, am just honored to have seen them, and I hope this video has conveyed like just a fraction of the beauty that they have in them. So, all right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna wrap up this video right now. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Catching Up with Yoseka Stationery. If you came to a spacewalk, be sure to let us know in the comments how you thought it went. And if you didn't, we hope that we can catch you at one of our future events. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you soon. Bye!